As a firstborn child in an African home, there is this unseen trauma, emotional weight, and silent expectations that automatically follows you as the firstborn. And while this position is outwardly celebrated, it hides and conceals the trauma you face, the pressure you put on yourself, the emotional labor, and the identity crisis that comes with being a firstborn. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the love you showed me in my last video, for the comments, for subscribing to my channel, for sharing my video, and for sending in reviews on the last video. I really appreciate it. So if you're back again for my second video, welcome. And if it's your first time on this channel called Vulnerability Uncut, you are highly welcome. Please subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. Thank you. Parentification is when a child is saddled with the responsibilities of an adult while yet being a child or yet to mature into an adult. And that is something every one of us as firstborns have experienced in this part of the world. As a firstborn, you automatically become a mini mom or a mini dad to your siblings. You become an example to your siblings. You become a mediator when your parents are having conflict. You become the prototype of what every other kid should be, and you're saddled with that high responsibility and high expectations that you lose yourself in the process. Firstborns automatically become the prototype for their siblings, and you automatically have your childhood stolen away from you. You are not allowed the freedom to be vulnerable. You are not allowed the freedom to make mistakes. And even when your siblings make mistakes, you are the one that will be punished for their mistakes, and you're wondering, who did I offend? In an African home, as a firstborn, you are the hope of the family. You are the one to save the family. You are the one to carry the family legacy on the head and carry the family name. And in your head and mind, you are like, okay, so when will I have the time? When will I be a child? Please excuse me, I want to go and play outside. Please leave me, I want to go and party. I'm tired of being a daddy and a mommy to my siblings. My dear, that is how it is in an African home. And I'm sure that a lot of us have experienced this growing up, and it has one way or another shaped how we behave as adults at the moment. Once you are born, I give you the first 5, 6 years of your life to enjoy being a child, because after that, your child will be snatched away from you and you're saddled with the responsibility to cater for the needs of your younger siblings. The only thing that is not expected of you is to probably give them money. But every other thing, you have to handle it. Growing up, I had to take care of my siblings and my cousins, and it was a lot. I was in JS1/JS2, and every time we come back from school, I would take care of my siblings' assignments and mine, wash my school uniform and my siblings' uniform, get us what we are going to eat. In the morning again, we have gone, and like that, take care of my auntie's children that comes to stay with us. And that is why at the moment sometimes I automatically go into my mommy mode, because I grew up taking care of kids. I took care of about 6 children growing up as a child myself. And I know that my parents had to go out and hustle for us, make money so that we could have a good life. But at the same time, there was no balance to it, because I was left alone to cater for everything my siblings needed. The only thing I did not provide for them was money, because I was also a student and I did not have money at that time. Growing up as a firstborn, your needs get pushed aside. Like, it's pushed aside automatically. In fact, it is not, they don't do it on purpose. Our parents don't do it on purpose. It just automatically happens. You just expect that since you are the firstborn, you should be able to take care of yourself. And that's why when my mom died, I just told my dad that he should just take care of my siblings. He should not worry about me. I'm going to take care of myself. And that was what I did. There was no work that I didn't do then to cater for my needs while in the university. I sold I sold food. I was a lesson home teacher. I used to go to events and do ushering. I sold chin chin, dodo ikire. I did a lot of things. I was a makeup artist. I was even assisting a friend of mine to be a baker. I was like a PA, a big secretary, handling her cakes. doing deliveries and all of that, running on errands. I was basically doing everything that I needed to survive, because I told my dad, just take care of my siblings and leave me alone. I will handle myself. And that is because growing up, there was no much attention paid to me. Instead, all the attention was poured into my siblings, and even I poured attention into my siblings and catered for them the little way that I could growing up. And I know that that is how a lot of us grew up in this part of Africa, putting our needs aside to take care of our siblings, becoming a mini dad or a mini mom, the prototype example of how a child should be to our siblings. No mistakes allowed, no errors allowed, no vulnerability allowed. All of these experiences affect us when we become adults. In what way? We find it difficult to ask for help. We tend to bottle things in our minds. We get lonely even in the midst of a crowd. We tend to keep to ourselves. We put so much pressure on ourselves. We want to over accomplish and overachieve. And there's just so much mental stress and mental pressure that you put on yourself as an adult, because even while you were a child, you were expected to start carrying out responsibilities of an adult. You also feel guilty when you have not yet met the expectations that the society has placed on you. As a firstborn male child, you are expected to be the man of the house. You cannot cry. You cannot express your hurt or feelings. You're expected to man up, keep quiet, start taking on responsibilities, provide for yourself. You are left alone. As a female child, you're expected to learn how to cook, how to clean, how to take care of baby, how to sweep the house. Your career self might not even be considered important, but thankfully in my family, my career was considered important, but every other thing was also expected of me. And we put so much pressure on ourselves because of the societal expectations that has been lined up for every firstborn child. As an adult, you would rather want to do something respectable rather than something you love or you find fulfilling. And in the long run, you lose yourself because you're trying to please a certain status quo. How do you overcome this trauma that comes with being a firstborn boy or firstborn girl? The first thing is to learn to say no. I know it will not be easy to say no. I love my siblings to a fault, but sometimes it's okay to say no for your own sanity. It's okay to let your siblings know that you are not their parents, you are their elder sibling. Unless you guys are orphans, that's the only way you are allowed to fully step into the role of a father and a mother. But if you have your daddy and your mommy still alive, let your siblings understand that you are also a child like them. You can cater for them the little way that you can, but they should run to their daddy and their mommy. Another thing you can do is to get in touch with your childhood, reconnect with your childhood self. What are the things you wanted to do as a child that you couldn't do? What are the places you wanted to visit, the fun you wanted to have as a child that you did not have? Whether did you want to run in the rain? Did you want to go to the beach? What are those things that you always wanted to do as a child but you couldn't do because you were busy being a small mommy or a small daddy? Write those things down and begin to do them even as an adult. Make yourself happy the little way that you can. You also need to understand that you are worth more than the responsibilities that has been tied to you or your performance as a firstborn. You are worth more than that. You are a person, you are an identity, and you need to take out time to figure out that part of yourself, devoid of you being a firstborn child to your siblings or to your parents. Another thing you can also do to get out of this trauma is to turn to God. God is the ultimate mom, is our father, is our mother, is there for us. So even if you find it difficult to open yourself up to people and let them know what you are going through, God is always there to listen to you, right? The Bible says in the book of Romans 8, verse 15, that we have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but we have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. So run to your Abba, run to your Father. Let him know what you are going through. Let him know how you're feeling. Pour out your heart to him. Have a conversation with God. Let him know what it is you're going through, and he's definitely going to come through for you. Another thing you can do is have a mentor, as have a sister figure, a brother figure, or a father figure that you can always open up to when things get overwhelmed. Because trust me, things will get overwhelming. And because of the fact that you grew up bottling your emotions and putting your needs aside to cater for your siblings, you might also want to do that as an adult. But it is very important that you pay attention to what is going on through your mind and heart, so that you can heal, so that you can find yourself, find your identity, and thrive. I hope that I've been able to treat effectively this issue of a firstborn trauma in an African home. What are the experiences you have growing up? Trust me, I could not share all of my own experiences, but what are the experiences you had growing up as a firstborn, and how did it shape you? Please share in the comments. Let us learn from each other. And also, let us know how you were able to overcome that trauma that you grew up with, being a firstborn boy or a firstborn girl. Thank you so much for watching my if you have stayed up to this point, thank you so much for watching and staying to listen to what I have to say. Please share this video, like, subscribe, and see you in my next video.